Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Bruce Dickey, joined alongside by Lucas Vaughan. This is our weekly Take the Points show. Good to see you, Lucas. Been a long time.
It's been a couple of weeks since I've been here.
It hasn't been that long.
About 3 weeks, I think. So,
I checked over there October 18th. So, about 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm about
Right at. Did you have a nice Halloween?
I had a Halloween. I don't know how nice it was.
Kids got
candy.
Have 4 children.
Yeah.
My question is, did the kids have a nice Halloween? If they had a nice Halloween, that means you had a nice Halloween.
When you have 4 kids and Halloween and candy, there's definitely highs and lows to all of that. All right.
The question is, does the kid in high school still take the other kids on Halloween?
No, she goes with us because I say, listen, you're going to do stuff with us, but she hasn't dressed up in years and partaken in that, other than eating candy at the places we go. So.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I kind of had figured that the high school kid wasn't.
No, she wasn't much to do with it.
What the kids dress up as?
Let's see. Ellis
did
was
they have
Spider-Man.
For each night, or did they have?
No, we just went one night.
Okay.
We had something to do that next night, volleyball or something. So
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Ellis went as Spider-Man. Catherine and Ellen went as Stitch and Lilo and Stitch. That cartoon.
Little cartoon characters. Yeah. I had over 50 or 60 kids come by the house on one of the nights.
Wednesday or Thursday.
Wednesday.
We went on Wednesday and went through town.
You must not have come by.
We stop at a select amount of people's places so we could get back as soon as possible.
Well, that makes sense. But there were 2 or 3 outfits that were worn 2 or 3 times, and I had no idea what they were. There was a kid, and 2 kids came up, different groups, in all black body cover with like little neon stickman or something.
Never heard of it.
I had no idea what it was. And then some kid came up with wearing like a fish face or something, that some troll or some weird fish face troll. I didn't know what it was either.
I think we're out of the loop, Bruce.
I think we are out of the loop. But we're going to keep you in the loop here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's tell you some community events going on in and around your neighborhood on this glorious Friday, November 8th, just prior to Veterans Day. Let's tell you a few things going on in and around. Over in Wabash County, just right on the edge of the Wabash viewing area, the Country Jamboree Dinner Theater. That'll be at the Warrior Grill at the Wabash Valley College campus. It'll be from 6 o'clock until 10 o'clock Friday night, as well as noon on Saturday and 6 p.m. Saturday night. It's $20. It includes the meal, and it is they're going to have all kinds of live music, good stuff. Country, like I said, it's a country jamboree. You can't really go wrong with a country jamboree. That's the WVC Originators are putting this on. Originators Dinner Theater. What else going on here on Friday night? A night of worship. This caught my eye. It's in Centralia from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock tonight. Night of worship, Downs, Daughters, and Dads. Come enjoy a night of worship music and support the kids from Downs, Daughters, and Dads at the Calumet Street Christian Church in Centralia. Performances by the 618 Band, the Rock Church, as well as the Calumet Street Christian Church will be putting on stuff. They'll also have a love offering that will be taken with the proceeds to go to the group Downs, Daughters, and Dads Foundation. So that's a nice way to help those folks out and help the kids out too. That's for sure. What else going on here on Friday night up at Tuscan Hills tonight? Winery Bingo, Thanksgiving Winery Bingo here tonight. If you've never been to the Winery Bingo, now's the time. They're sharing snacks, throwing in some special holiday prizes. Says it's going to be a blast, so get your tickets. Show up there tonight. You're going to have a good time at the Thanksgiving Bingo at the Tuscan Winery. Also, on Saturday, we'll always talk about the weekend here on the Take the Points show. full weekend, for Friday and Saturday anyway. In Fairfield, it's the Veterans Day Parade. Now, you just got candy. Are you going to go up there and take the kids to collect more candy?
Unfortunately, I believe that answer is yes. And we'll do it during the Christmas parade, and we'll do it during. Now, that being said, it does go in a big Ziploc and get thrown in the freezer. So we do keep it around for a long time.
See, do you still have any candy in the house for whatever?
I'm sure of that 100%.
You do have candy.
Oh, yeah.
No, I mean, from what you were going to give out to people.
I can promise you could go to about any cabinet in my house and open it and find candy somewhere along the line. The freezer, a cabinet. I found a hiding spot up in my room that my son must have hid some in the other day. So there's candy all over.
It could have been too far up. The boy's he's not that tall.
No, he's tall. He's tall.
Okay, all right. Well, he figures it out. Okay, like I said, so you go to the Veterans Day Parade, get you some candy, and also thank the veterans. It'll be at 2:00 in downtown Fairfield. Going to have a big old roasted chestnuts concert beforehand. That's at 1:00 in Freedom Park. I'll be there playing some beautiful tuba, as well as they've got a couple of meals for veterans on Saturday. Breakfast is going to be at the St. Ed's Catholic Church. Now you need to make a phone call to Dennis Zerlini. I don't have the number. We talked about it. Go look back on YouTube or go on Facebook. They have a page for it. But you get free breakfast for veterans, and it's outstanding, as well as a meal after the parade for the for all the participants, I believe, in the parade. It'll be at the Wayne County Senior Center. Handy, right there next and across the street from the parade. What else is going on Saturday? Up at the Flora Moose, they are having a benefit for the Sullins family. The Sullins family, the Flora Moose Lodge, from 5 o'clock till 10 p.m. on Saturday night. Food along with a bake sale, raffle with a grand prize of a CVA Scout 350 Legend. I have no idea what that is. What's a CVA Scout 350 Legend?
Assume that's some sort of side-by-side?
Is that a gun? I didn't know if that was a gun.
I don't know.
What's a CVA Scout?
That must be a gun. Yeah, I don't know it.
Look it up while we're
CVA Scout.
CVA Scout 350. CVA Scout 350, and then we'll both know. Like I said, second prize is a grill. Third prize, a 24-inch TV. 50-50 raffle, as well as a basket raffle and a live auction as well. There are going to be games and raffles for the kids. 3 beef tacos and a drink for $8. Provided by La Fuente Restaurant. That's really cool. Gun raffle. It says a gun raffle. I think that's what the CVA Scout 350.
It's a good-looking gun.
What is that? Shotgun?
Yeah.
All right. Single shot
rifle.
Oh, rifle.
Yeah, 350.
Okay. Nice. There you go. The music will be put on by Dustin Shepard and the Gritty Kings. Dustin Shepard and the Gritty Kings. There you go. Also, over in Salem, Saturday from 8:30 to 9:30 a.m., it's a food distribution. First come, first serve. Vehicles need to line, and this is at the Grace Church of the Nazarene. I don't think I mentioned that. That's up toward the high school, 1900 North Broadway. That may be past the high school. That is past the high school. Vehicles need to line up alongside 37 North. Make sure not to block the roadway or any driveways. The distribution will start at 8:30. Pull up your vehicle, pop the trunk, and volunteers will place food items inside a box of produce per household. Now, the produce items go quickly, so you need to make sure you're there by 8:30 so you can get produce. You want to eat, if you're getting food distribution, eat well, okay? Get some good food to make yourself healthy. Stay healthy with the produce. Other things going on Saturday in Alma. At the Alma Christian Church, they're hosting their annual winter coat giveaway. That'll go from 10 o'clock until 2 p.m. So while you're in North Salem going to get some produce at a food distribution, if you need, by all means, just head on up north to Alma. Get a winter coat, get ready for winter. It's going to get cold. It's not going to stay this 65, 70 degrees for too much longer. One other thing to tell you about on Saturday night at the at Pinky's. We've talked about Pinky's quite a bit. They have live music. They have brought the big gigantic domes back out, ladies and gentlemen. It's the Merry Little Party at Pinky's on Saturday from 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. Merry Little Party at Pinky's in honor of kicking off their second annual dome season. Pinky's will be hosting free Christmas event open to the public. Bring the kids, bring the family, spend the afternoon with Santa Claus. The Grinch will be there, Anna and Elsa. So you mentioned Anna and Elsa. That is these frozen people are, this is a Christmas thing?
Frozen characters. Well, I mean,
Halloween thing, of course.
yeah.
But it's also Christmas too. Anna and Elsa.
Sure.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie. I have no idea.
Have you seen the second one?
No.
The musical?
No.
Yeah, have you been to the play?
No. I haven't. Kids might have shown up at my house as Anna or Elsa, and I wouldn't have had a clue.
Were there princesses?
Yes, there were princesses.
There's probably an Anna and Elsa in there.
Wow. All right, that's pretty good. Kids can take part in cookie decorating, face painting, make and take crafts, as well as plenty more. Santa's going to be passing out treat bags. Hope he's not passing out. Santa's going to be passing out treat bags as well as they're going to be making s'mores by the fire, sipping on hot chocolate, giving carriage rides, all free of charge. Ladies and gentlemen, there you go. It's all free, no purchase necessary. Don't forget about the parents, as the bar will be open with spiked hot chocolate and coffee, holiday beer, as well as other fun Christmas cocktails for purchase. Now,
There's a lot going on there, Bruce.
there's a lot going on there.
That's they've got a business model. They just bring it all.
They bring it all. That's exactly right. Their heated domes will be available for guests to dine in, as you can also grab a quick bite to eat and cozy up in the dome. They're going to have a limited menu with pizza by the slice, pulled pork barbecue sandwiches, hot dogs, as well as the winter dome season begins Wednesday, November 6th. So it starts a couple of days ago, and they'd love for you to come experience the magic of the holidays with them at their Merry Little Party. Have you ever been to Pinky's?
I've not.
And the domes?
Nope. They do a lot of stuff up there.
I did that last year. Went to had dinner in the dome, in one of the domes last year. It was colder than terrible outside. You get in that dome, it was nice, and they weren't kidding. Nice and cozy. You get in there nice and wet, get warmed up. You have a couple of nice cocktails.
Nice hot chocolate.
Peppermint chocolate.
You keep the peppermint. I'll take the hot chocolate. You can keep the peppermint.
You don't want the peppermint?
I'm not a peppermint
in
guy.
Your hot chocolate?
Nah. I like hot chocolate. I'm not a peppermint
How
guy.
about peppermint schnapps?
That was good back in the day. that would hit different.
Long time ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Speaking of fun, tasty drinks, how about National Cappuccino Day? National Cappuccino Day here on November 8th. This whips up a frothy hot cup of cappuccino. Perfect drink on a frosty morning, meeting with friends, or maybe just to enjoy a creamy cuppa. Traditionally prepared with espresso, hot milk, and steamed milk foam. A cappuccino is an Italian coffee drink. Let's see, the word cappuccino comes from the Capucine friars and is a diminutive form of cappuccio in Italian, meaning the hood or something that covers the head. I had no idea. And you know where why they named it after the friars?
No.
Color of the robe.
Okay.
The color of
Brown.
the robe is to match the color of cappuccino.
I don't know that I've ever actually had a authentic cappuccino.
Really?
Yeah.
I know that I haven't, because you know why? They are chock full of caffeine. Cappuccinos have more caffeine than regular coffee has. It's in a little small cup. You're basically drinking straight caffeine.
I like my coffee, but I've never had one of them.
A skilled barista may create artistic shapes while he or she is pouring the milk on top of the coffee. There you see a nice little flowery looking thing there. That's a pretty cool little flower there.
Tulip.
A little tulip. The cappuccinos are offered. They do use different flavored syrups. Some other flavors include French vanilla, chocolate, salted caramel, pumpkin spice, peppermint. You want peppermint.
I don't.
Hazelnut, cinnamon, and Irish cream. You don't want
I do
peppermint.
have a suggestion, though. That when we have these days, you should bring in samples every single time that we have these days.
This would be a good idea.
Yeah, I mean, the cappuccino, I'd try
Today'd be a good idea. You probably want this one too.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, September 8th is also National Harvey Wallbanger Day. Harvey Wallbanger Day, it recognizes a fruity and spirited cocktail made with 3 parts vodka, 1 part Galliano, and 6 parts orange juice, poured in a highball glass, garnished with an orange slice and a maraschino cherry. Off you go.
What's Galliano?
Galliano is it's like a liqueur from...
Is it an orange liqueur?
No, it's just clear, I think.
Okay.
I think it's clear. The dude invented it in 1968 at a chili tasting. According to the story, all that remained of a Laguna Beach party included vodka, Galliano, and orange juice. When the partygoers left, Harvey remained banging his head against the wall. Invented by world champion bartender Donato Duke Antone. He deserves credit for it. Inspired in 1952 by a surfer named Tony Wallbanger. I guess so. Harvey Wallbanger is the name. There you go. There's a Harvey Wallbanger with a jigger of vodka, 3 jiggers of orange juice. Well, the other one had it 2-1. This one has a 3-1. And of course, the screwdriver is just a regular without the Galliano. Grenadine, a vodka sunrise has grenadine, huh? That's interesting. So I'm guessing you've never had a Harvey Wallbanger.
No, because I don't know what Galliano is. So, I mean, obviously screwdrivers and things. But
this was my mother's cocktail of choice when I was growing up. And the cool thing is, now, ladies and gentlemen, don't take it wrong, but I always like to chew on the ice after the Harvey Wallbanger because the ice cubes would get little fissures in them. And it was like stalactites in the ice cube. It was the coolest thing. And now, maybe that came from the Galliano. Maybe that came from the vodka that had been in the Galliano, but I was first grade.
It's a win-win.
Chewing the ice from the Galliano. Nothing didn't affect me none.
No, obviously.
Galliano is a sweet distilled liquor infused with herbs and spices. So there you are. What else is this weekend? Saturday, November 9th. I had this for the first time just this past August. Scrapple. National Scrapple Day recognizes the first pork food invented in America.
First what food?
Pork.
Pork, okay.
If you're not familiar with scrapple, it's traditionally a mush of pork scraps and trimmings combined with cornmeal, wheat flour, and spices such as sage, thyme, savory, and black pepper. The mush is then formed into a semi-solid loaf and sliced and pan-fried. That's just getting started frying. Here's what it looks like when it's done.
Okay.
So it is basically during the 17th and 18th centuries, German colonists who settled near Philadelphia and Chester County, Pennsylvania, developed the first recipes for scrapple with a rich heritage and mainly strongly most folks associate scrapple with the rural areas surrounding Philadelphia, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C., and that's where I had it. I was in just north of D.C., and had scrapple. A little bland.
Well, I mean, from what you said it was in there, it would be.
Yeah, you would kind of expect them to throw some sausage seasoning in it. No, they don't. It's just it's basically bland sausage. So I threw a little maple syrup on it, and it made it the vehicle for maple syrup, which made it edible. But it wasn't bad. I've eaten worse food in the restaurants.
We all have.
Fine. What do you want to see on TV, ladies and gentlemen? NCAA football tonight. Cal is at Wake Forest. That's on ACC Network, which is channel 352. ESPN2 has Rice at Memphis. That's on 3 361. Fox Sports 1 has New Mexico, San Diego State, and that's channel 366. Your Fox channel will have Iowa at UCLA. Doubleheader on ESPN of basketball, NBA basketball, the Suns at the Mavs at 6:30, followed by the Sixers at the Lakers. The Pacers will be playing on FanDuel Network, that's channel 370. And then 4 games to watch. I'm going to mention 4. There are about 400 games of NCAA basketball. Army is at Duke. That's at 5 on ACC Network. North Carolina at Kansas. Number 9 Carolina and number 1 Kansas playing on the 3rd night of the season.
I like it.
That's getting going pretty early, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it a tournament or is it one of those?
No, that's just a straight up game. It's in Kansas.
Get it?
North Carolina at Kansas, ESPN2, channel 361 at 6. The UMBC plays Penn State on Big Ten Network at 5. What is UMBC's team name?
No, I don't remember.
It's a good one.
I remember him from the tournament.
It's the Retrievers.
Okay.
The Retrievers. And also SIUE Cougars are at Illinois playing the Fighting Illini. The reason I bring that up, can't watch it on our station. Sorry, you got to go to Peacock. It's on Peacock.
Hey, I got that.
I've got that too. I'm going to be able to watch
I don't have Wabash, but I got Peacock.
There you go. How about that?
Yeah, thank goodness for Peacock.
Thank goodness for Peacock. That's Lucas. I'm Bruce. We'll be back on here on Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Going to talk all kinds of football today. Back in a sec.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at lemansonline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Bruce Dickey here with Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you also for tuning into Wabash Catch TV's Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. You can find it here daily at 9 a.m. and at 1 p.m. Talk about all kinds of different subjects. People, interesting folks in the community, community events coming up, just all kinds of stuff that will matter to you. Appreciate you tuning in. Thanks a lot. Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we are doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
Just call.
Hello, folks. That's the kind of game, man. That's a game, folks.
Didn't have an option though.
No, I understand that, and I didn't mean to bring it up.
Sure.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Talking with Lucas Vaughan today. All right, Lucas, tell me, you all the volleyball seasons of all the teams that we cover are done except for Edwards County playing Thursday night.
You don't have Newton at all?
No.
Not quite get there? Okay.
No.
Because
No.
Newton beat Pinckneyville, which was impressive.
Newton beat Pinckneyville. I bring all that up to bring this up. Here are I've got the Sweet 16, a sectional finals going. And now, granted, these games are being played Thursday night. Sorry, folks, we're shooting this on Wednesday, so these have not been played as yet. But they're the ones I bring up this one because of the Cobden sectional and the South Central sectional. Those are teams in our area that we cover. Edwards County plays North City on Thursday night, and Nokomis plays Hardin Calhoun. Do you see Edwards County having a shot at North City? You've seen both teams numerous times.
I watched North City dismantle Fairfield, and Fairfield beat Albion twice this year in 2 sets each time there and at home. North City's impressive.
North City is really good.
So it's going to be tough for Albion.
Going to be tough. Good luck to you folks in Edwards County. Here is Class 2A. There's Newton up there at the top. They are playing in Fairfield Thursday night against Carmi White County. Carmi had a tight one with Massac County on Tuesday, didn't they?
Yeah, I will. Before those games on Tuesday, I would have told you that Pinckneyville and Carmi was going to be one heck of a matchup. It's going to be tough.
Right.
And then
Newton, they beat the tar out of Pinckneyville.
Well, Newton lost the first set pretty handily, and then they came back and fought, and they played extremely good volleyball. Carmi, I didn't think played very well. They got past Massac, but I was way more impressed with the way Newton played than Carmi did.
Well, Newton beat Fairfield a pretty good number.
Yeah, Fairfield didn't play well, but they beat them handily, beat them in straight sets, and then they turned around and beat Pinckneyville, which is a very good volleyball team. So
anybody else there you might recognize? Fairfield played St. Thomas more. Down a little bit lower to Breeze Modern Day.
That team is that's especially their talent is out of this world. Fairfield went over to Breeze and played them late in the season, and they are ridiculously good at volleyball over there. So,
the Columbia matchup.
Yeah, the Columbia Breeze Modern Day. Modern Day is so good.
Modern Day is really good in volleyball, and well, so is Breeze for that matter. They had a pretty good team too, Breeze Central. But Breeze Central is just loaded in football. We'll get to football here in a second. Here's Class 3A. I didn't know if you'd seen any of these teams play. The reason I bring this up is because you have a Salem sectional championship, Waterloo versus Mascoutah. So you think I saw that today? I thought to myself, why are they driving to Salem to play that? Guess what? They have canceled it in Salem. They're playing it in like Mascoutah or something like that.
Makes sense.
Or Belleville. They moved it to Belleville.
Both of them driving over.
Instead of both of them driving over to Salem, they're playing in Belleville on Thursday night. And that goes up into the Effingham sectional. Effingham was hoping to get to that sectional. They got beat by Muhammad Seymour, as I recall. So, yeah, there you go, folks. There's the volleyball. Also, we keep track of Class 2A, 3A, 4A football. Here's how it went this weekend. We talked last weekend about here Class 2A. Flora drove up to Quincy Notre Dame, and Quincy Notre Dame handed it to them, 49-6. Probably not that close a game. Chester beat Westville. Now this is the bottom half, by the way, 2A, folks. Sorry about that. Just clarifying. You had Chester over Westville. Pana with a nice win. They have Vandalia coming in. I was just astonished that Vandalia was a 2A school.
Wow.
Pana and Shelbyville and Vandalia all in the same conference, I believe. And Pana and Vandalia. Pana, I believe, beat Vandalia. And Vandalia beat the 3A, beat Greenville, who Fairfield played. Fairfield got it handed to them up at Greenville. That game wasn't close, was it?
Back-to-back years.
Yeah, both years up at Greenville, right?
Yes, sir.
And Greenville will play Nashville. Nashville, a tight winner over Stanford Olympia. Tolono Unity in the bottom half. St. Joe Ogden playing Tolono Unity. Those two teams games I think have already played as well. St. Joe being undefeated, you can see that St. Joe's the number one ranked team in the Champaign area. So Benton defeated New Berlin in a seeding upset, beat the tar out of them. I just couldn't believe Benton was 6-3 because the way they played months ago against Salem, I did not expect three teams to be able to beat Benton, but Benton,
They may have had some injuries or something.
They might have had some injuries.
Hard to say what it was.
Williamsville's going to get Monticello all over DuQuoin. And then you have Class 3A, or 4A, pardon me. Breeze Central 42-7 over Harrisburg.
Holy moly.
Harrisburg's a good team at 5-4, but Breeze Central is loaded. And the interesting one there, I think you saw.
Holy cow.
Rochester, Peoria, Notre Dame at Rochester. Rochester, they make the finals every year. They're five-time consecutive champions. They get beaten the first game 59-58 by Peoria and Notre Dame. And so Peoria Notre Dame now gets Mount Zion. Mount Zion 7-3. We saw them beat Salem. Salem gave them a really good game for about 20 minutes, about two-thirds of the way through the second quarter, and then Mount Zion scored 5 in a row and knocked out Salem pretty good. But that was 6-7 weeks ago, too. How about your Olney Tigers, ladies and gentlemen?
0-9 to 10-0.
0-9 to 10-0, and they just keep it going. It's very impressive. I put all that up there so that you could keep an eye out and see who you wanted to go see play. You going to go to any of those volleyball games or football games? You going to go to Fairfield?
I might go to Fairfield to watch the
Fairfield section.
Yeah, the Carmike and Newton matchup.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, that'd be good volleyball.
That'll be good volleyball. You're watching Big Talk. Be back. We're going to talk college football right after this. Stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont's always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
I'm Beth Cooper.
And I am Stacey Earlywine, and together we host By the Way with Beth and Stacey.
It airs Monday through Friday on Wabash Channel 100 at 11 a.m. and again at 3 p.m.
We love to follow Clay County history, and we've been venturing out too in other counties. We absolutely love history.
You can also find us on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is By the Way with Beth and Stacey, or like and follow us on Facebook.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much. Lucas Vaughan is here. This is our weekly Take the Point show. And Lucas, I count on you to be my surrogate whenever I'm a busy man. People who watch this show regularly understood that I had the big auction last Saturday.
That's true.
And that took all morning and 3/4 of the afternoon. Mm-hmm. Also, my wife is a gigantic horse racing fan. So whenever I got home,
Thusly, you are.
so I am as well. The Breeders' Cup was going on Saturday afternoon. There were 9 races from 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock until 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7:30. I was occupied. My television, my good TV was occupied. I didn't get to watch any college football. Ladies and gentlemen, I missed the Minnesota-Illinois game. Thank heavens, from what I understand.
Didn't miss much there.
Yeah, I heard that Illinois didn't play well. I TiVoed it. I deleted it without.
I did decide you weren't going to watch that.
I deleted it without watching it. I would like my lasting memories of Illinois football not to be of the losing to Minnesota. What happened this weekend in college football?
I don't know. I was at a chowder. I don't know. Now, that being said, I was at a chowder with a TV set up, so I was able to watch it outdoors. So.
We picked the right weekend to have things going on.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
there weren't a ton of great games from what I was watching.
No, I agree with you.
Because I was checking score.
You know, the Ohio State-Penn State was the big matchup, and really typical Penn State fashion just didn't really show up.
When is James Franklin?
Typical.
When is James Franklin going to beat a top 10, top 5 team?
Yeah, that's just typical for Penn State. So if you were surprised by that, you haven't watched them in the last 10 years or whatever it's been, because that is exactly what they do.
It'd probably be about 7 or 8 years since he's been there. He left Vandy, replaced Bill O'Brien was there for 3 or 4 years after Joe Paterno. So, here's what the rankings look like. Now, I didn't print out or I didn't pull out the CFP rankings. We'll get to that here in just a minute. But Oregon, of course, continues rolling on as
they covered against Michigan.
They covered it.
Good
Played
late
well
touchdown
against Michigan.
Good late touchdown for them.
That helped everybody.
Yes, it did. That helped me at least.
Yeah. You had Georgia. Georgia, who'd they play?
I don't even remember. It's somebody that it didn't matter.
That's the cool thing. You see Georgia playing Ole Miss this weekend.
Yeah.
That's going to be a heck of a contest. I didn't make a play on that one, but I probably will. Ohio State at Purdue. That is the largest in-conference spread I've seen in a long time in the Big Ten. As Purdue has, after they got up to play Illinois.
After Illinois killed them. Put up 50 on them.
Put up 50.
Yeah,
Heck
exactly.
yeah, they did. Then you have Miami with a win. Georgia played the cocktail party. Georgia didn't play well.
That's right.
Georgia didn't. That was closer than it should have been.
It was a low-scoring game forever, and then all of a sudden
Georgia scored a little bit late. Yeah, they extended.
That's right.
They extended it late. Ohio State beats Penn State. Penn State didn't fall far. They fell three spots.
They didn't get blown out. It was kind of an ugly football game all the way around.
They've got Washington coming into Penn State this week. Texas has Florida coming in, and that might be playing in some folks' picks. Tennessee, they've got Mississippi State coming in. Mississippi State beat the tar out of UMass, didn't they?
Kinda.
Yeah,
the game was closed for a little while.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah. It was UMass was actually beating for a little bit there in the first half, and then Mississippi State.
And then you get to the two really intriguing teams.
I agree.
You've got Indiana at 9-0, and everybody who's been thrown at them close. You picked close to them. They've been beating the heck out of everybody.
They've trailed in that game for the first time.
Is that the first time they trailed?
For the first time this year, they were down.
Wow.
And then they scored 47 straight.
Was that Michigan State?
Yeah, it was 10-0. They were down 10-0. I think they scored 47 straight.
Oh my goodness.
Something like that.
So they've got Michigan coming in to Bloomington, and then BYU also undefeated. This is the what is it they called, the religious war, the Golden War against Utah.
Yeah, and they've played some close football games, but they've come out on top on all of them.
So this is a big one in the Big 12 against Utah. You've got Notre Dame versus Florida State. That's not the Catholics versus the convicts.
No, that's Miami.
Yeah, that'd be Miami. Big game down in LSU in Death Valley Saturday night. It's Alabama at LSU. Pretty much an elimination game for the college football playoff. Boise State needs to keep rolling against Nevada. There's the LSU, SMU versus SMU, and the ACC versus BC. Moving farther down.
A&M got beat by, I think, South Carolina, I believe.
Yeah, that's right.
They got throttled by them.
Ole Miss has Georgia coming in. This is a chance for Ole Miss to get back into it with 2 losses. They can't lose again.
No, they beat Georgia. That's the big step in.
That's a big step. Iowa State upset last weekend.
Yes, they were,
and that upset me too. That cost me a unit. Cost me $10, and that dropped 6. They were Texas Tech. They were, I think, 13-point favorite.
Yeah, I think
against
so.
Texas Tech. So they are at Kansas. Army goes to North Texas. Army with a week off, coming off a bye week.
No, they weren't. They played. They won 20-3. I had them. I didn't realize that their starting quarterback Starr was out. And it's still out currently with an undisclosed illness/injury. So
wait a minute.
My bet here wouldn't have been that.
My bet is on them this week because I didn't realize
that's the reason you get a 5.5 number is because Daly's out and they got the backup that's not nearly as good in that game.
Clemson plays at Virginia Tech. We'll bring that up again here in a second. You've got Washington State at Utah State. Colorado
still sticking in.
Prime is holding on, baby.
It's still
Prime
sticking in there.
Doing okay. And then finally, rounding it out, we'll talk about Vanderbilt with the South Carolina coming in this week. Let's talk about the picks. Who are our folks picking? Oh, by the way, before I get to that, let's talk about the playoff bracket.
Yeah, this brings a whole lot more intrigue and interest into college football.
Right. I agree with you. This is based on the rankings from Tuesday night. They had the first college rankings of the year, the CFP rankings, and I love it. This is going to be great.
Yeah, I do too.
This is going to be great fun. Ohio State getting the home game, and then the winner gets to play BYU. You've got in a bowl. Then you've got IU and Tennessee.
They don't reseed these, right?
Well, it'll be reseeded at the end of the year.
No, I'm saying just say this was the end right here.
Oh, no.
This
that's locked in.
They lock into where they're playing. Okay. So no matter who wins, it's locked into that slot.
Oregon is locked. If this was the end of the year, Oregon is locked into the Rose Bowl against the winner of IU and Tennessee.
All right. I'm glad they do that instead of reseeding them depending on who wins. So
no, they won't. And looking at this,
and good matchups. Look at Alabama, Tennessee, or Texas.
Texas, yeah. That'd be a rematch, right, of earlier this season. Penn State, Notre Dame would be a fun
That's an interesting football game.
Yeah, there'd be Ohio State and Boise State would be a good. Who's kidding who? If IU keeps playing well, but boy, that's a big if IU continues playing well.
Hey, you say that we're 9 weeks into the season.
They're just not as deep as anybody. They aren't as deep as the big time college teams.
You trying to say smoke and mirrors right now?
What I'm saying is, if somebody gets hurt on the offensive line,
the quarterback's out
or on the defensive line, they had a good second string quarterback.
Yeah.
Second string quarterback is playing pretty well, but they aren't deep. It's tough for a team like Indiana. Like Illinois.
Team of destiny is what they are. Indiana team of destiny.
Give us the picks.
All righty. Weez is on Georgia, minus the 2.5 versus Ole Miss. It's hard to go either way on that one. I like the under 3.
At Ole Miss, I hate to go, especially since Georgia's been so inconsistent.
Yeah, they have been inconsistent for sure. And then he's on San Jose State plus 3 at Oregon State. I don't know much about either of those teams, to tell you the truth. But playing at Oregon State is never easy.
Or Reeser Stadium is very tough.
His super dog, he's taking Utah plus the 4.5 versus BYU. I like BYU in that game.
He's the only one who's hit a
super dog last week. Yep.
Who did he hit last week?
UCLA beat Nebraska.
We'll show you the picks from last week here in a little bit, ladies. It's kind of interesting. The whole crew basically went 2-2 on our picks, but 2 of us went 2-2 or hit 2 college. 2 of us hit 2 pros.
Yep. Bruce, you just talked about a little bit. Army minus 5.5 at North Texas.
I'm still taking it.
Yeah,
I'm still taking it. I love Army.
And then you're on Vandy plus 3.5 at South Carolina. Or excuse me, versus South Carolina. Yeah, at Vandy.
That's at Vandy. Yeah. my Commodores, go Doors.
They playing good football for sure. Your super dog Vautech beating Clemson 6.5.
You got to pick a team, don't you?
Yeah. Listen, I went through that list, and that was the first one that popped in my head.
It's a good thing I picked it.
I saw it, and I was like, I'm going to leave it alone then. So, no, I liked it also.
Well,
Jamie,
Clemson going on the road
I
to
agree.
Vaughan, that's a tough place to play.
Yeah, I agree. And being on that road, Clemson hasn't been playing great recently.
No.
And so I think that Vaughan's got a chance there.
They had a good month.
Yeah, a very good month.
really good month
Yeah.
after losing to their first game.
Yep. Jamie, he's on the Iowa State, Kansas over 50, which I think that's a good thing. Iowa State gave a huge number last week.
Is Jalen Daniels playing?
I believe he is.
Okay. Yeah, that's good if he's playing.
Yeah. And then he's got North Carolina State -3 at home versus Duke.
So I would stay away from North Carolina State entirely. They are.
Seems like they're up and down. You never know which team you're going to get.
You don't know who's coming.
His super dog, he's on UCLA versus Iowa. He thinks UCLA is prime for a 5-point back-to-back
At home,
win.
baby. I'm all for him. Go. The Midwestern teams, for the most part, aren't having a good time flying out west.
No, they're not.
Indiana's only 1-1
Yeah.
of the Midwestern teams.
Yeah. I'm going to take Minnesota minus a 6.5 at Rutgers, and this is simply a fade against Rutgers. They're not playing good football.
They're not
whatsoever.
playing good football. I'm not surprised you took that. Minnesota's playing good ball.
Yeah, Minnesota's on a high beating the Illini because the Illini are a great football team.
They are outstanding.
See, there you go. And Rutgers is not, so I'm on that. And then I'm going to take Iowa State minus 2.5 at Kansas. Listen, I know Iowa State lost last week, their first loss of the year. Kansas,
I think Matt Campbell will wake him up.
I don't think they sleep through this one too, because if they lose, if they lose one, they have a chance to get back. But after that, they got to refocus. Get there.
Who's your dog?
Obviously, like you said, you have to pick somebody. I'm going to take the home team, Louisiana Monroe plus 7.5 versus Texas.
Oh, I thought about taking Louisiana Monroe.
I watched a little Texas State here a couple weeks back, and I was not impressed with their offense. I thought, shoot, let's give it a shot.
I don't blame you. That's college. We're going to come back talk NFL right after this. Do stick around.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I don't know where the music went. Oh, it's still there. as we're going to talk a little NFL here with Lucas Vaughan. As I just got him, I got his adrenaline.
You
going.
riled me up.
I riled him up. I provided him with a copy of a article from CBS Sports as to whether the Bears will or should fire Matt Eberflus. The article says not at this time.
Well, they're 4-4, but
what does the fan say?
Well, if they have any more football games like this past weekend game against Arizona, then yeah, he'll be gone soon.
Yeah,
because they showed no desire to be at that football game on the offense, defense, special team side. So
well,
yeah,
I've
they've
told
got to do
you,
something else.
I've said on this show what I think the problem is with the Chicago Bears, and it's something that cannot be fixed unless you sell the team. I think the management is just top to bottom Mickey Mouse.
I'll buy it for what they got into it right now. What they purchased it for originally.
What they bought it for?
Yeah, originally. So they're not out money, all right?
No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Well, you're one of the two original teams in the NFL or something like that. Yeah. Then Packers came a year later or something like that. Yeah. That's right. I saw this stat before the last game against the Cardinals. The Bears and the Cardinals are the two remaining original members of the NFL, and then it all went downhill from there. I am the worst person of all time as bringing up the Cardinals-Bears games. My bad.
That was a bad one.
That was a bad one. Let's take a look at what the AFC looks like right now.
I like to see that East. The Jets are a little high for me, but other than that, I like to see
Now, this is prior to Thursday night's matchup as well, so just keep that in mind. You've got the
which is a heck of a matchup. That I wish wasn't on Thursday night. It's the Ravens Bengals in a big game. I wish that wasn't Thursday night.
Well, there's the Thursday night.
Move the Giants Panthers to Thursday night.
Well, now hold on. Don't you think Amazon wants a good game too?
Yes, but I really want a good football game on a Saturday afternoon to watch that one.
You want something fun to watch Sunday afternoon?
Yeah,
I got you.
I mean, it's a good football game, but they need to have their full week of rest and figuring everything out. That's too good of two football teams to put there.
Well, now that I will agree with. You've got two really good teams coming off. The Bengals had a big game this last weekend, and only 4 days. That's especially when I've got Bengals receivers on my
they need rest.
My fantasy team.
Need rest.
They need to come back off. They need extra days to get off of injury. Like we said, here's the AFC. You have Buffalo at 7-2, Kansas City at 8-0. I tell you what, the Buccaneers gave them a nice little run Monday night, didn't they?
Yeah, it was a good football game.
This Houston Texans coming back to the crowd a little bit in the South. Do the Colts have any shot to catch them?
The way Joe Flacco played this past weekend, no. He played really poorly, I thought.
Only 7 teams over 500 in the AFC. That would be your probably your wild card and divisional champions. And then you look into the NFC. The Commanders continuing to play very, very well. But who I was terrifically impressed this weekend was Philadelphia. They played just outstanding football.
They played good early, and then they kind of took their foot off the gas and allowed Jacksonville to get on the foot to get back in the football game. Yeah. And then honestly, actually held on at the end, but they did enough to win barely.
You've got Detroit at 7-1. They are the best team record-wise in the NFC.
They're the best team in the NFC.
They are the best team.
Yeah.
Arizona picked up their 5th win against the Bears, and then they're the only team over 500 down there in the West. Are they going to hold on to win that division? We got 8 games to go.
The Rams are getting healthy. They got Paka Nakua back, and they got Cooper Kupp back.
Get kicked out of game.
Yeah, if he just quits punching people
with
helmets
throwing
on.
punches behind the play.
And the 49ers are having so many injury issues right now. That division's up for grabs. I'm not sure on it.
I look at the NFC South. You see the Saints at 2-7, the Panthers at 2-7, both 5 games behind 500. Then you look at the differential. Mm-hmm. 22-point differential for the Saints. They fire their coach. The Panthers, 146 points.
They won one.
They did. They won two.
Bryce Young got a win.
Yeah, Bryce. How many? What is Bryce Young as a starting quarterback now? Then 2 and 20.
Something not good.
2 and something unpleasant. Falcons look like they have the NFC, and the Buccaneers will give them a little.
Buccaneers need some of their wide receivers healthy too.
Yeah, they're on a 3-game losing streak, as you see there too. So who knows? Here's this weekend's games. Here are the ones you're going to want to pay attention to and watch. As we already talked a little bit about the Bengals and Ravens, 2 of the top quarterbacks in the AFC. I guess when you call it 2 of the top of the AFC, that's 2 of the best in the NFL, because the AFC has much better quarterbacks, it seems like, than the NFC.
You know, that Giants-Panthers game that's in Germany may start another world war if we're not careful. If I was Germany, I would consider declaring war if you sent those 2 teams
they're not gonna declare war. It's in Munich, man. They're gonna be drinking beer. It's that game's they're playing that at 4:30. Yeah, 3:30 or 4:30 Munich time. That'll be prime time in Munich. That'll be fun. Then you have the Vikings at the Jags. You've got the Broncos at the Chiefs, and Chiefs again getting 8 points, or given 8 points. At what point are I guess it depends on when people quit betting it, but at what point are people going to realize the Chiefs don't care how much they win by?
No, that's a true statement. They don't care if they put up 42 or they don't care if they put up 16. As long as they win. As long as
they get one more than the other guy.
Yep.
I won my bet. I will show here in a little bit. I won my bet last week based on that acknowledgement. The Chiefs don't care how much they win.
Well, I'm on that this week simply because it's above that touchdown.
It's a good number. It's a really good number. Pittsburgh at the Commanders.
Good football game.
That's going to be a good game. That's a noon start for you.
Yep.
And then you look farther down. Saints, not a good game.
49ers Bucks could be good.
That could be good since it's 49ers have to travel.
Yeah.
But they're coming off a bye.
Yeah.
And you've got a good coach coming off a bye. That's a good strategic coach coming off a bye. What about your Bears and Patriots? They got to win that, don't they?
I don't understand why the Bears are getting given 6 points. That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm happy. Maybe they got a chance to win, but who knows?
Then you have the Colts and the Bills. The Bills are playing pretty well right now.
The Bills are playing pretty well, and the Colts, like I said, Joe Flacco played very poorly in that football game, but they're sticking with him, not going back to Richardson.
Speaking of playing pretty well, the Chargers.
They are playing
Harbaugh's
good.
got them going.
Yeah, they do.
Harbaugh's got them going. Then you get to later in the afternoon on Sunday. You've got the Eagles and
versus Cooper Rush.
The dreadful Cowboys. I bet on the Eagles there. We'll talk about that in a minute.
Oh yeah, that was yours. That was going to be mine too.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah.
Then there's my next one. I just don't understand why the Cardinals are
underdogs
at home.
Yeah, with the Jets flying across country.
And they're healthy.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I just don't. But whenever I'm confused by something like this, I tend to be wrong.
Jets probably win by 17.
Yeah. Lions and Texans, Dolphins, Rams. Let's go through them quick. Who you got? What do people have?
He's on the Chargers. Titans under 38. I don't think he expects the Titans to score much, even though the Chargers have been putting up good numbers.
Chargers, but they don't.
They don't have to.
Yeah, they don't have to.
Yeah. Last week they've had some long, deep touchdown passes that really run the number up. So, and he's on the Colts, Bills under 47.5.
Okay.
And then Bruce, you got the Eagles -7 at the Cowboys.
Mentioned that, and I've got the Cardinals, right?
You took the Lions -3.5 at the Titans.
Okay.
Texans, excuse me. And again, you're picking 2 really good football teams there. Jamie, he's on the Falcons -3.5 at the Saints. I think it's a Saints fade more than anything. Then he's on the Cardinals.
Oh, he took the
Cardinals.
That's why I didn't get
to
take the Cardinals, because he already had them.
Which, again, I think that's a solid bet, too. I took 2 underdogs on mine this week. I'm going to take Pitt plus the 3. I like the number.
I don't blame you there. I think Washington might be due for a letdown.
Yeah. Pittsburgh, they're playing some pretty good. They're running the ball well. And Russell Wilson, he's actually done pretty good job.
He's solid.
So I like that. And then I'm on the Denver plus 8.5. Again, I think KC wins that game, but Denver is solid enough. They got a solid enough defense, and KC, like you said, they don't care if they win by 30.
No.
They just want to win the football game. So I'm going to take the big number.
So you see, we've got plenty of green up there the last couple of weeks. If you take a look at it, and we are 2 games under 500 as a crew right now.
Yep, 78 and 80. So
I feel good about it. I'd feel better about it when we are over 500, right?
Well, we got to go 10 and 6 this week.
No, yeah.
10 and 6 will get us there. I mean, it'll get us there, but
9 and 7.
9 and 7 will get us there too.
Get us
That'd get us 2 even.
We'll see y'all next time. Have a great week, folks.